Okay, so we've got our cup shape from before, our pinch pot. Let's have a look at how we might attach a spout to this. Now, I think the easiest way to do a spout is to pick somewhere you'd like one. So I'm going to go here, and then I get 2 fingers here and kind of support the edge. And I tend to dip my finger in a bit of water, and then I'll pull between them gently, and I kind of smush that clay out between the 2 fingers. And then I'll go in and neaten that up however I'd like it to look. And pinch it a bit. So you want like a nice V shape for a spout. And then you can go in from the edge. Maybe you don't want it to come all the way up like that. You can push it back. You can pull it out further. So just play around with the edge like that. And then to add a handle, what I tend to do is either take one of my old coils or roll out another one, or you can make any shape you like really. You could stick a square straight onto the side or have a flat disc. It's just whatever handle you feel like doing. So I'm going to make that smoother. Right. And we're going to use the scratch and slip method again to make this handle attach. So quite important with a handle to have nice straight clean edges where we're going to attach it to the cup. So we'll cut those off, and then I always pre-shape my handles. So I'm going to curve it round, hold it up against here, see if it fits yet. No, curve it around some more. There we go, that's kind of what I want. So nice straight clean edge, and then measure it up against, if you've got the spout, make sure it's directly behind it. Measure it up against the pot, and then make a little scratch or a mark so that you know where that handle's going. And then we can do the scoring. And got a cup of water back in, a bit of water on there. Scratch it up. Got that slip ready now. And then a little bit of water on the edges of the handle. And then, do you remember I said you wiggle it? Wiggle and wiggle and wiggle, and then suddenly it won't move anymore. So same here, we'll wiggle, and then that's stuck. Now your handle will probably crack a bit, so just go over it. The wet finger, the spoon. And the spoon's also really good for getting in and smoothing out any slip you might have left over or any score marks you can still see. And there you go. Now, I would quite like a lid for mine. So I'm just going to flatten down this spout slightly so that the lid will sit on top. Now I'm going to show you how to roll out clay. So take a ball of whatever you've got left, and I'm just going to squish it. And then what I do is get a clean tea towel. This one's not very clean, but you just don't want any grit or bits and pieces on it. And I'll put the clay on top of it and then gently fold the tea towel over the top. And then get a wooden rolling pin and just roll the clay around. The reason for the tea towel is because the clay's a bit sticky, so you don't want it sticking to your table, but also you'll get some texture. So you can roll bits of lace or different kind of patterns of weaves of cloth if you've got them, and you'll get that texture on the clay. So you can see the print there from the tea towel, and I quite like that. You can also roll different sort of bits of plant or objects on top of here and really play around with it. So let's pop that upside down on there. Now I'm going to go, I would like my lid to have some overhang, so I'm just going to draw around giving about a centimetre clearance. Take that off. And let's cut this out gently. Okay. Now if you've got any offcuts or bits and pieces you're not using all the time, remember to wrap them up in some plastic so they don't dry out if you're not using them yet. So there's our lid. We've got some funny edges there, so I'm just going to go around and just give them a little pinch, smooth them down. Anything that might be sharp once it's fired, you want to, because it'll be very, very strong, so you want to just smooth it over, because it will cut you. Okay, now here's the next part. So if I was to just put that lid fired on there, it would slide around and slip off. So we need a circle of clay. It's just going to be a coil, I think, on the inside here. That's the size of the inside of this so that it sits in there. And if you look inside a teapot or a jam jar or something like that, you'll see it's got like what we call a gallery on the inside. So roll out another coil. Nice thin one this time, I think. And I'm just going to measure the inside of this pot. So I don't really want my coil to touch the outside once it's on the top. I just want it to sit inside. So that looks good to me. Pop that to one side and we'll just measure up where that's going to go. Perfect. And then remember, really important, that we scratch and slip. So put some water on there. Make a nice slurry. Bit of water on this one. And then we're going to wiggle it on until it's stuck. Good. And then just going to smooth around the outside like we did with the coiling to build the pot up. Just squish it down so it becomes part of the lid. And you want to try really hard not to make this circle any bigger, because remember we measured it, so when you're squashing just be careful not to push it out too far. There you go. And you can fill this gap in if you want, but you don't have to. Quite like leaving it open. And use the backs of your nails if you're struggling to get into little gaps. That's a good tip. Okay, there's the lid, so let's test it. Does it fit? Perfect, and it doesn't slide around or come off. So I'm going to pop it on the top there for a minute, and I'm just going to roll. You can do any shape you like. I'm just going to roll a ball, and then just scratch it. A bit of water on there. Give it a wiggle till it tips. Great, so that's going to be my lid when it's done. I'm going to dry them separately, otherwise they might stick together. But I'll pop that back on the top. That would be the lid for my pot. Now I feel like decorating the edge of mine, so I'm just going to go around and pinch, make some shapes. You can do all sorts of things. You can also attach bits and pieces if you wanted to cut out some different shapes, maybe initials or letters. Then you can scratch and slip anything on, but remember it needs to be wet. You can't do it onto dry clay. So if you want to keep decorating this later, make sure you wrap it up in some plastic. There we go. And that's my jug pot for now. So I'm not suggesting you do all of these things at once, I'm just showing you how to do all the different bits.